Hello everyone, welcome back to the Excel 2016 course. In this video, we'll take a look at the status bar. The status bar is located at the bottom of the Excel interface. Let's see what kind of information is available using the status bar. The first thing on the left hand side where you see ready is indicating that the cell is in the normal mode, meaning the whole Excel is in the normal mode. When you're trying to enter into a cell, let's say for this you need to use a blank cell. Let's say here I want to enter 111. Once I start entering data, the status or the mode changes to enter, and you can see that at the bottom. Now if I try to go back to the same cell or any cell that already has some data and you want to edit that means you already have data and you want to make a change. At that time you would actually see a different mode displayed. It's enter. You can see that at the bottom. And there is a fourth mode called point mode, and the point mode is displayed when you try to point a cell to a different cell, or meaning referencing to a different cell. We'll talk about all that when we discuss formulas in details, but let me show that to you real quick. Let's say I want to add some numbers here under yearly potential. Let's say the first three numbers. I'll just select 3, and you can see mode has changed to point on the status bar at the bottom. So those are the 4 things you will see while working with the Excel spreadsheet, and it does help knowing that. Now let's take a look at what's available on the right hand side on the status bar. The first one is a normal view, and as you can see it is already selected. It is telling that your Excel view is in the normal view. The second one right next to it is the page layout. When you click on that, you can see the page layout, and this tells you how the page gets printed. We will look at page layout in more detail later. The third one is the page break preview. Okay, we'll look at we'll look at all these layouts when we talk about printing. Let us switch back to normal. The next one is the zoom control that you see here with a minus sign and a little slider and a plus sign and a percentage. The percentage here is showing that you're at 100%. Say now you want to zoom in, you click on the plus sign here, or you can slide the zoom control to the right side. To zoom out, you can move the slider to the left, or you can use the minus sign. And there's another thing, you can double click on the percentage to get to the zoom dialog box. Here you can pick a desired percentage instead of using the slider, and also you can customize it to a specific percentage if you prefer, if it is easy to do it this way depending on your layout. And it takes you to that particular percentage. And there's one more thing on this. It's called a fit selection. What that is, say for example, let me switch back to 100%. Let's say I want to concentrate or want to work on this section only, but I want to pretty much zoom in. So select the cells and then go to the zoom control and select fit selection to OK. Now selected portion is zoomed in so you can see it more clearly. And all these zoom controls are available to you through the view tab, and right here under the zoom group, it's the exact same thing. 100%, you get this zoom, you get the zoom dialog box. It's the exact same thing what you saw when you double clicked on the percentage on the status bar. So that's about the zoom control. And one more thing that's available, comes real handy, is when you work with numbers. Say for example I select these numbers, right? What do you see here? See, the status bar is showing quite a bit of information about these numbers. It's saying that the average is, this thing, the count is 10. That means I selected 10 cells. Numeric count is 10. Minimum is, that's a minimum value among these cells that I selected. There's a max and also sum. And just select the cells and you see it there. Just in case if these are not being displayed on your status bar, these can be customized. So all you have to do is go to status bar, right click on it, and that should pull your customized status bar menu. From here, probably these items are not selected for you. Say you can see if when I unselect these, nothing is displayed on the screen or on the status bar. But if I do, let's say if you're more interested in average and minimum max, you can just display those rather than displaying all. In addition to that, you have other things as well. You can uncheck anything, or I mean to say deselect any of these and customize your status bar to your liking. Well, that's it about the status bar, and I will see you in the next video.